and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Packlj and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's matchups like this every week, but when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Packlj, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at. All on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they're knocking free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Using his legs, it's Hughes. He has the first and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. First play of the period, first down here. They're going to ride this running back. It's a running room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The give to the single back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
He'll try it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Farr. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Working the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Moore to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Casper. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball they're thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He uncorks one deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These quarters going to give these receivers some space. On the run, it's Hughes. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Sets up the screen. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the offense on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Moore to the air. Makes a grab over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback adapting. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Keeping it yourself on the option is a great decision when you have quarterbacks like the ones the Ducks have had forever, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, Darren Thomas, Jeremiah Masoli, that guy Marcus Mariota, he was pretty dang good, too. Just the list goes on and on and on about guys that are at the quarterback spot.
Lots of room to run. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap, it's Hughes. Touchdown, Oregon! job by the back on the option.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. It's caught downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pump going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration. That led to the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
4th down coming up. Number 90 on to kick it away. LSU 14, Oregon 9.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Running free. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown Ducks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They want to throw it. Using the quick game. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal.
17, LSU 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. And they can't make the connection.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Spits it out to the back. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Looking for a gap. It's Durham. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Power football with the run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Run in the red zone, it's Durham. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They want that clock to run. Wide open spaces. He's at the 50. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Inside the 25. He's loose. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the toss. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This crowd knows when to bring it. Here they're trying to get to the edge. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get 1st downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last two drives, obviously scoring a touchdown, the last timeout, and really doing a nice job even on...
It's a big stride inside the 10. This is almost certainly four-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. From the gun, the ground game. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Packlj and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. They'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. He wants to to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. 3rd down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. That's reeled in. It's Pena. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Red pass, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. The Nittany Lions get enough for the 1st down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Grab near the marker, it's Reynolds. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Drive will open from the 15. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to...
There he goes! Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to test the right side with this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle. It's Packlj. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Irish, time to think about it. They'll open the quarter going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
He didn't get the big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw its car. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. catch in the middle. It's Ross. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Got out of trouble and throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Off play action on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The lone back's got it. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Grabbed on the outside, it's Pena.
Second down. Caught by the receiver. Loses 3. Third down coming up.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. Quickly complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Makes a connection. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him! Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. And now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Give to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ross. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fit it in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. And the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
We'll take over first and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. They'll try the right side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wants to throw. It's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming.
Penn State 28, Notre Dame 0.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Caught over the middle. It's Bob.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Now there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Fires to the right. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Allard. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff, it's Bob. Get some work done there, pick up a 4 to the 22.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Back to pass, it's Carr. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Just keep slinging it. This time on target. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Grabs behind the line. It's Love. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. To throw, it's Carr. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll give it to the back. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.